Hi, it's Kay with Modest Me Design, and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we do DIY projects for yourself, your home, and home organization. Today I'm at my breakfast bar and I'm going to be making a rose centerpiece for Valentine's Day. I hope to use this centerpiece and a tablescape in a future video. Okay, as I always say, let's jump right in and get started. So here we have a small flower pot, and this flower pot came from one of my floral design classes that I took. If you watched the previous video where I was making the floral arrangement for the church, I talked about how I took my floral classes at the community college. So this is from that class, and I took out the flowers that were in here because I'm going to repurpose this. And what's underneath of this moss is just a dry styrofoam, and it looks like this. Get the glare off. This is 3 blocks actually. 3 blocks. One has been cut to fit into this flower pot, and you can find this at places like Michael's, Hobby Lobby, any place that sells silk flowers and things for making arrangements. So a piece of that was put in here and actually glued in, so that's why I'm going to reuse it. And then it was covered with moss, and moss is available at the dollar store. The foam too, that's available at the dollar store. So dollar store, or again places like Michael's and Hobby Lobby. So first I'm going to start with some greenery to fill in as fill-in for my arrangement. And I'm going to start with a leaf that comes like this, and I'm going to cut, it's already been cut into smaller pieces. And when you use smaller pieces like this, you can arrange them like you want them, and it helps to fill in where you need without using so much. And this would actually be too tall for a smaller pot like this. So yes, we want to cut them in pieces. This I purchased at a silk floral shop in town. And one of the advantages, again, of taking a floral class at community college or somewhere else is that you have a teacher that's local, and they can tell you some of the best shops to find things. Okay, so I'm going to take my pieces and I'm going to start going around because I want them to kind of fill in first around the edges. So I'm actually going to bend the stems a little bit. So you see I've got a little space between these two. And all of these are just two leaves on each stem. Go back around here. One here on the side. And it only took 4 to kind of go around. Next, I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to layer it up one layer so that it rests on top of the others and kind of fills in this open gap. See, fills in this open gap in here on each one. So in between the two previous branches, I'm going to slide this right in here. And again, I'm going to do that going around. I have a branch here, so I'm going to go right in between. Kind of bend it, so I'm getting filler going around the sides again. And everywhere in between each 2 on the bottom layer, I'm going to put one above it. And as you can see, that's already starting to fill in, so you don't see huge gaps. We'll see a lot of moss. Like here I have a lot of moss still peeking out. So we'll cover that with some leaves. We'll do some more fill in if we need it later. Okay. Down little bit. Excuse the clanking. I have to get a soft mat to go under here the next time I do this. And I have some more I'm going to pull out. I have my wire cutters. I use this big sturdy one, so I know they'll cut through anything. And again, I'm going to cut so that I have 2 branches here and 3 branches at the top. So I'm going to give that 3-branch piece a good stem to work with. Cut there, and then this has the bottom stem to work with. So right now I need some 3-branch pieces. I'm going to do the same here. And one more time. Now I'm going to start filling in as for the plant that's going to be coming up. So I'm going to actually stand these. Got a layer and to cover the bottom. Now I'm working on filling in a little bit where the plants will be. Again, I got some nice green leaves facing outwards. The stem is a little too long. Cut that. One more piece in here. Okay. So again, you see how we got a lot of filler, and as we put the flowers in, they'll fill in some of these other gaps. This gap I'm going to do something about now because that's just a little too much. See that when I put it in, I didn't center it. I put it so that the stem was to the side a little bit and the leaf covered that big gap. Okay. Now I'm going to pull out roses I had. And I'm going to start with some that are like fully open. See that? It's nice and open. And because I've used these before, I'm going to have to take a second and kind of sort so that I have the tallest stems together. Oops, losing some in the kitchen. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so because this has such a short stem, I know that'll be used on this side. I want my taller stems to start at the top. So I'm going to have, let's see, I need one that's standing straight up. Everybody's a little curved from where it was before. Stand him straight up like that. And now, kind of go around. Place some, whereas this is at the top, these will be kind of coming out at an angle towards you. I guess that's almost a 45-degree angle, not quite. It's been a while, I forgot my angles. Oh. And as we go around, I think I'm going to try to do 5 to go around. Try to get them about the same height out from the pot. So now I've got 3. Oops. I've got 4. too much shaking. And 5 on here. There we go. Don't want to make you too short. So now we can see how I've kind of got them coming around and encircling the taller one at the top. See this angle, okay? Now I'm going to do the same again on a lower level. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay, yeah, 5 left. So that should be just enough. Again, I'm going to go in between each one. That one there. One there. Turntable, don't I? I mean a lazy Susan, I'm sorry. I always call them turntables. Yeah, I think next time I'll make sure I have that, make it a little easier and not have so much shaking. 4 and 5. So here's my basic arrangement. And now what I need to do is a little more filler to bring it to life. Add some color, some texture. And let's see what I have. Next I have some white daisies. I'm looking at the label because I'm sorry, I don't know all of my flowers as I should, but I'm going to learn them. So much to learn, always something to learn. And I found these at the thrift store. So I'm going to cut them at the very bottom where they connect to this stem. Oh, maybe I won't. Let me see. Take the tags off. Sometimes you don't have to cut things. You can just put them in and arrange them. That way, if you want to use it again, it's still, you know, you have the option of having it as a bush. So the way this one is made, I got a taller one. You see here, I put it in the back. It's a little higher than the others. So I'm gonna bend these down. I got 3 of these, so bend these down, then two out, one toward the very middle, 2 out, 1 in the middle, 2 down. And you see now I've got spread out. See how that's spread out? Yeah, like that. Kind of, this is the shape I would like to have. I'm going to put this in and then I'm going to arrange it around the roses that are here. So, let's see if I can get this in deep. It's not higher than the rose. Nope. Pardon me. So what I need to do, take it out and cut. I'm going to cut about 1 inch off the bottom because I needed it to go a little bit deeper. Because I want my roses to be the tallest. I don't want these to outshine the roses. So now, it's down in here as deep as I can get it. Alright. And I'm going to spread them. So this one I'm going to actually pull it to the side a little bit so that it's not taller than my rose. Okay, these two fell to the bottom, which is great because I'm going to have a rose in between. Excuse me a second, I'm going to have to do a little bit of arranging and then I can show you. Just like I had them in my hand, I want 1 top, 2 kind of out to the side, and 2 coming toward the bottom. I pretty much got that. And you can see how that just filled in. It's almost as if they're all surrounding this center rose. But when I finish, I should have some surrounding this one. As you know, you kind of go around. You should see it happening. Okay. So my next piece, tag. Cut some of the stem off the bottom again, so it's not taller than my rose. See which one is my tallest one. And these are pretty much equal, so I'm just going to spread them out a little bit so that they're already separated when I get them in here. For these, I'm going to leave the leaves a little more toward the bottom. Not all of them, but I want to make sure that they're kind of spaced so that as they fill in, even these leaves will help fill in the gaps. Okay, so I'm trying to do, since I have 3 of these bush, 3 of these, I guess you call them arrangements, so 3 of these branches, I want to do it kind of in thirds. So I have 1 here, 1 here. I'm gonna put 1 here and 1 there, almost making like a triangle where I put them, where I place them in the arrangement. So again, hold steady, sweetie. Push you in here. All right, put you down in here. Start my arranging again. I said before, I wanted to kind of surround the roses. The stem is a little long. I have to shape it. There we go. I'm actually bending it a little bit at its base so I can get it shorter. And again, I've arranged them so that they're mixed into my roses. And I almost, not sure I need a third one. It might be too much. Let's see. Yeah, that's meeting on the other side so well. I don't think I'm going to add a third one. We've got plenty here. Don't want to overwhelm it with white. As I share, and I'll be sharing over and over again. Fluff, fluff, fluff. Things where you want them. So now that I've pushed them in, some of my green leaves got pushed way down. And I'm just going to reach in, kind of release them so that they're fluffed up in the air again. And then they'll make sure they get a chance to fill in instead of get mashed, all get mashed to the bottom. Okay. That quickly, right? And be still. Okay. Okay. 5 little pink stems. And I'm going to toss these in to, again, give it a little more, just a little something different, a little bit more color. And I'm going to stick to, let's say I name these in tiers, whereas this is my top tier. The second row of roses is my I'm sorry, this round rose, round. Let me try to describe this as if I'm talking in tiers. So this top rose will be my first tier and everything that kind of surrounds that. And then when I did my first round of roses that came out at you, that I'll call that the second tier. And then this bottom layer where I'm trying to get it to cover the base and again come out at you when you're looking at it. That'll be my third tier. So between my second and third tier is where I'm going to place these little gathers of pink, just to give it another little pop. And they're going in between the two red roses on that tier. And not sitting out as tall as the roses, but almost equal with it so you don't miss them. Right? And I've got 3 stems that are lighter green. And I'm going to put them in between this top and the next tier. Mainly because I only have 3. So I want them to really be seen. And again, we can always put them in and spread them so it looks like they're throughout. This one I did not put in, as you can see, I did not put it in so that the 3 were facing you. I put it in at a side angle so they branched out this way. So I got top here and one a little lower. And again, I'm gonna do that. Tried in my mind to divide this into thirds and do that again. Okay. Now, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm going to stop and I'm going to slowly turn it, looking to see where I might have gaps. See if I can just fluff up what I have in there to fill it in. Sometimes just taking the leaves that are on the branches of each stem and kind of moving them around will fill in. Because like my roses had green leaves, I have the leaves that I placed in from the beginning, and even my white daisies had green leaves on them. Okay, I've got one little gap I see that I don't like. It's a little too much for me. And another one of these that I started with, and let's see, I think I'm going to stand it up to cover that spot. Yep, so I put it in and what was in there already pushed it, so it's like this coming at you. So I don't know if you can see that in here, 1, 2, and then that filled that in really nicely. Okay, I think I am pretty much done. So here we have it, a lovely rose centerpiece. I got a little bit of unbalance in there. tell you always, I'll be shaping this when I place it on the table and get it just like I want it. That's my centerpiece. This one seems to be, you can tell as you look, kind of turn things and look at them, that one's a little further out than the others. So I wanted to push that in a little bit. Same thing with this rose, just a tiny bit, okay. And here I've got two daisies together. Easy fix, bend one down a little bit. Give it a little more space somewhere else. Actually move that to the side a little bit. Yeah, that's a little better. I like that better. So they're not right together. So easy, quick. I'm trying to find this red one. You know the camera's backwards from what you're used to looking at. There it is. Oh goodness. Easy and quick little centerpiece that I'm going to put on my Valentine table scape. Hope you like it. Can't wait to get it on there and see how it all looks together. All right. I'm going to do a little more fluffing because I still see I got two white daisies there together. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, but that's okay. I'm not going to drive myself crazy. I'm going to just enjoy it as it is. All right. Well, thank you for spending time with me again. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, the like button, and subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified for future videos. And we'll get this on the table, and I'll do a new video for that to show you my Valentine's table scape. All right? All right, hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you again real soon. Bye now.